best friends, welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't know, Laura Mercier or Laura Mercier, however you want to pronounce that shit, dropped a new translucent powder. I wasn't planning to do a review demo on this, but I was doing my makeup today and I was actually recording me doing my makeup for like a get ready with me, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm about to use this powder, so I might as well just, you know, give my thoughts on it. So if you didn't know, Laura Mercier dropped a new medium deep powder, a translucent setting powder, and it looks a little something like this. Boom. I love the original powder so much that when this came out, I had to order it off of Sephora. I don't know if this is in stores as of yet, but you know, I'm last on the bandwagon to even talk about this. So I'm just talking about it because, yeah, I got some stuff to say. These are the two powders swatched next to each other. This is the original and this is medium deep. And as you can see, medium deep is very warm. When using medium deep, I did notice that it applied the exact same. It felt the same on my skin. It felt smooth. It did blur. You know, the original Laura Mercier powder, it blurs. Like, it makes me look airbrushed. It did the same job. To me, the formula is spot on. It's the same. It's nothing different from the formula. The only thing that's different is the pigmentation and the color. So I use this powder like I would normally use my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I use it 2 different times during the application of my makeup. The first time I use it to set my primer. I set my primer because I am a very oily person. Setting my primer just gives, you know, my oils on my face like a hard time. Like, it just makes it hard for it to break through and seep through my makeup. So it makes my makeup last a little longer than what it would normally last with just a primer. Second time I use my Laura Mercier powder is when I set my highlighting spot area. I'm kind of reverse contouring my cheekbones and anywhere that I put my concealer in my nose, especially I set my nose because, again, I get oily. Followed the same routine that I normally did and it worked fine. My only issue is this is not the right color for me. Like, this is cool or whatever, but this is a warm orange. And I like warm reds. Like, I don't know, it complements my skin much better. I felt like this just made me look like a Oompa Loompa, and I had to combat that with like a reddish powder. So even though that this powder is really amazing and I liked it to use it, I don't think I would set my entire face with that because it just does not complement my skin. And this goes to show you that don't buy everything that's hyped about and that's trending, because sometimes it just does not work. And yes, that's how I feel about the new Laura Mercier powder. I don't hate it, it just does not work for my skin tone. And I did notice that it did leave, like, it's very pigmented, and because it's pigmented, still left some pigment on my foundation, which I really didn't care about because I just had to correct what was going on. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be using that. Like, that powder is just does not work for me. And that's crazy. I don't know if I'm the only one that's saying that, but like, that powder is a no-go. Like, I just don't like the color. The color is just off. Like, I feel like, yeah, like, look at that. Like, hold on, let me adjust my light. Like, I need you to see that. Like, that's not a color that I will usually use. I'm gonna show you like my face color that I actually use. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier powder. This is the LA Girls Pro Face Powder. I like to be warm, not orange. And so this is more of a red tone. I go for red tones, okay? So that shows how off this color is for me, and I don't like to set my face with something like this. I prefer to set my face with something like this. Even though it will leave me ashy, I combat it with this, and it just evens out my entire face. But yeah, I can't use this because I just did not like, you know, the outcome of it. It just made my foundation and my face just look orange. I'm not saying that there's something, like, I'm not saying that my makeup is not bomb. It is bomb, but like in person, it's just not the color that I prefer. This was just a quick little video because I just wanted to let y'all know like how I was feeling about that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. I think I'm gonna take it back to Sephora. I don't even know if I have the receipt for that. But yeah, I don't want that powder. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I'd rather just give me another regular translucent because that medium deep ain't for me. So I hope I'm not the only one that feels the same way about that powder. If you tried that powder, please let me know down below and how you felt about that. Like, is it just me, or am I being picky, or do you feel the same way about it? Because I can't get with it. But anyway, you guys, thank you for, you know, continuously showing me love, and I will be back with more videos. Like, I actually have a lot of videos recorded because I've been gone for so long. But anyway, neck, jewelry, anything that I'm wearing, I'll link everything down below so you guys can go ahead and grab that. All right, I love you guys. Bye. So my baby's in the makeup community knows that Laura Mercier dropped some powders, some medium deep powder, and I don't fuck with it. Like, before I fixed it, I was looking like a Oompa Loompa. Like, no, I'm going to keep using my regular one because this is the shit right here. This color, not like this shit is legit orange, right? This shit turned my whole foundation a different fucking color. Like, I know y'all love this shit, and it's sad because I really thought I was gonna love this shit. Like, all the black girls was raving about this shit, but no, I need to find my receipt because I'm gonna take this shit back to Sephora ASAP. A fucking sap.